What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relay, reverse rants, no hate. I was thinking after the Joseph Parker fight with Zhang, it was a close fight. Parker definitely, in my opinion, won the fight and he got the decision. I'm looking at Parker thinking, like, what's next for Parker? Don't know. Now, I'm going to tell you the one guy that I would like to see him fight. Now, Andy Ruiz has been on the shelf, and I feel like when these guys haven't fought in a long time, when they come back, they always come back against, a lesser opponent, and, they see what they look like. I don't think that's the fight we'll see. Now, if it did happen, the fact that Parker's been busy and Andy hasn't, I don't really know how much interest that fight would stir up, and this would be a rematch also. I would like to see Joseph Parker, in all honesty, I would like to see him fight Frank Sanchez. Frank Sanchez needs to get some light. He needs to make his mark, make his move. And, the thing about Joseph Parker is, like, we know that, he's not going to fight Tyson Fury. They don't want to fight each other unless something just changes, but I feel like this, when you look at who's there, Sanchez holds a victory over Efe Ajagba, so, he's undefeated. Why not fight Frank Sanchez? That'd be that, and they both been on the Saudi card. Frank Sanchez, at least this time around, was able to fight in front of more people than what he usually does, because he's usually on an undercard, and he's one of those fights that the building is empty when he's fighting. So I would like to see that fight happen. As far as Zhang goes, him losing, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight a Efe Ajagba. I'm looking at different guys that can end up on a Saudi card. Let's give them the type of fight where they have a reason to be there, where the fight is not just happening, but people want to see the fight. Zhang's a big guy, and we saw Zhang pretty much get gassed against Parker. And it's like, here's my thing. Zhang is in a changing of the guard type position right now, because I told you guys before what he did with Joyce. I said him beating Joyce might be the biggest hurrah of his career, because at his age, unless somebody just say, he becomes like, he was a mandatory and like the fight had to happen, or someone just chose him, just at his age, man. And people got to understand, they got to be realistic about things. Zhang doesn't have a long time left, so, and when you have stamina issues at that age, whatever he wasn't doing, he was younger, he's not going to start doing it now. So I would like to see him fight like a Efe Ajagba, because we need to start seeing, like, who's really, who look, these other guys that want their spots, you want to get up, right? You want to be out there in the limelight. Well, we need these fights to start happening. So let me know what y'all would like to see. I would like to see Joseph Parker fight against, like I said, Frank Sanchez. And for Zhang, I would like to see him versus Efe Ajagba. That's a fight I would like to. That's two fights I would like to see. Now, at least one of those fights, definitely more than anything, more than out of the two, definitely I would definitely want to see Frank Sanchez and Joseph Parker on the Saudi card. And I mean, hell, those are two fights that can still make it on the Saudi card, because even in defeat, Zhang lost, but Zhang didn't look, aside from him getting tired, I mean, Zhang just did what Zhang does, and the fact is, he was able to go in there and get the, Parker was able to go in there and get the win. So these are two fights where people thought that, here's the funny thing, like, people thought that Wilder was going to beat Parker, right? But they also thought that Zhang was going to beat Parker. So here go Parker pulling off two wins, where back to back, and on a Saudi card. So he's making a name. He's basically establishing, putting more respect on his name. And Frank Sanchez is a respected fighter. People that know who he is know he can fight. The guy can fight. But I would like to see that fight happen. So either Frank Sanchez is going to show up to the occasion, he's going to rise to the occasion and win, or Parker's gonna win. But either way, it's exposure, and it's also either, you know, if he loses, it's still exposure. If he wins, then it's that much better because Parker's on a roll right now. So, you know, Wilder couldn't beat him, Zhang couldn't beat him, and for you to come along and you beat him, then it's like, okay, who is this Frank Sanchez guy? We want to see him again. You know what I mean? For Big Bang Zhang, for him to fight against Efe Ajagba, and why I think it'd be a great thing too is because the fact that Frank Sanchez and Efe Ajagba fought before. Frank Sanchez beat him, and he beat him pretty soundly, dropped him in the fight and everything. But, you know, this would be a fight where guys are getting notoriety. And then now you got the Daniel Dubois still there, you know, certain guys, and, you know, certain guys I don't even want to speak on right now because I don't know what they're doing, what's going on with them. And when I'm thinking about that, what I say that right now really is Dillian White and Jared Anderson. You know, Jared Anderson is around getting chased by police, you know, doing stupid shit instead of focusing on his damn boxing career. And, you know, Dillian White failed a drug test, was quiet, and he has a fight coming up. And then so I don't know what's going on, man. But there's, you know, for who's out there, the Philip Urkoviches and all these other guys, it's like, you know, at some point again it becomes changing of the guard, you know, and we need to see, like, for me, I would like to see that. Those are two solid fights as far as I'm concerned. You know, and when you look at Zhang and you look at, you know, Efe, two tall guys, Zhang don't need to come in, you know, damn 290 something, man. He needs to get in better shape. He was way too heavy in that fight with Parker, you know, and those stamina issues, I feel like between him and Efe. Efe's not a big volume puncher either, but he has better stamina than Zhang does. So that would be interesting to see how that fight goes. And, you know, Parker versus Sanchez, yeah. Now, if AJ is on the card, you know, whoever AJ's fighting would be main event. And I'm thinking, too, because, like, what happens with Urkovich and with AJ, like, what card is that on? That's on that Saudi card, especially. Just imagine 3 heavyweight fights right there. Anthony Joshua versus Urkovich. You got, you know, Joseph Parker versus Frank Sanchez. Efe Ajagba versus Big Bang Zhang. I mean, come on. That's 3 solid fights right there. You know, but yeah, I'm just saying that but speaking on Joseph Parker, and, you know, that's who I would want to see him fight next. You know, let me know what do y'all want to see Joseph Parker, and what fights do y'all want to see on that Saudi card? Because, like, I mean, you know, that would be 3 heavyweight fights. We got all these other divisions. We got fights that we could put on, and, you know, but yeah, let me know what y'all think, and talk to me in the comment section, yo. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.